Hello. Welcome to another Bad Seed Brighton video. May the 4th be with you. It is the 4th of May and I'm at the flooded Newhaven bus depot, loosely known as Newhaven Ferryport, waiting to board the 0930 crossing to Dieppe. It's going to be a long day. It's a 2-hour check-in for a 4-hour crossing. Probably take an hour to disembark. Thank you, Brexit. And then once I'm on the other side, so I've got about a 2.5 hour drive ahead of me. So it's going to be a long old day. It's a 4-day trip and I have 4 properties to view at the moment, subject to cancellations. Really looking forward to it. I've had some bad news. Last week I got a phone call from my estate agent telling me that my buyer's buyer has pulled out, which is a tremendous pain in the arse, especially bearing in mind it took them 7 weeks to change their mind. Obviously a very different situation in the UK to what there is in France, whereby if I put an offer in on a property in France, I have 2 weeks to change my mind, and then on day 15 that's it, I'm committed, I will buy that house. So my estate agent is running around trying to put an alternative plan together. I'm sick of it, to be honest with you. Month 13, starting to go slightly mad. So I think I'm going to use this trip as a pleasant distraction. Let's see what it holds in store. I'll keep you updated as we progress. So day 1 didn't end as well as it started. I didn't realise when I was on the ferry my sat-nav actually turned itself off. So I was following a red line. That was just telling me it was a motorway. But that said, I left Dieppe. I made my way towards Rouen. I started following signs from Caen. I started following signs to Fleur. I was looking for, I think it's the A84 or something or other. And it was only after I got through Fleur that I thought to myself, do you know what? Stop at the next service. Because I don't think the sat-nav's working. And it wasn't. But when I put in my location, it told me actually I'd gone a little bit further south than I needed to. I was only half an hour away, so I pretty much drove myself to the part of the world I wanted to be in, which is good. I did then spend the best part of 90 minutes trying to find my accommodation. I visited Vire, Sur-de-Val, Burcy, Val d'Alière, a lot of places, and in fact it was the kindness of strangers, a French family actually who I asked directions from, said follow us, and they drove me to the property, which was incredibly kind of them. So yeah, I was very pleased to get into my room and get into my bed last night. Okay, rain starting again. Hello, 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 hello. Day 2 in Normandy. Not as nice weather-wise as it was yesterday when it was glorious. No appointments today, so I'm just going to check out some estate agents in the right part of the world. So I'm in Vire. This is Vire, Normandy, and I'm just about to pop into the agent Labadie. Wish me luck. Well, a little update there. I just spent probably the best part of an hour speaking to Andrew at Labadie in Vire. What a gentleman. What a wealth of information. Someone I've emailed previously, but really nice to meet in the flesh. Recommend. All right, I've got other people to see. Well, obviously I'm in the car. The weather's turned. Il pleut. Toujours il pleut. I am in Sur-de-Val, and I just drove past an estate agent, an Immobiliere. I thought, pop in, register, and it turns out I have an appointment with them to see a property in Vire tomorrow. But I was able to share some of my Sainsbury's sausage rolls, and I think I've earned myself some karma. So that's my good deed for the day. I think I'm going to have a sausage roll and probably a pork pie too, and then I'm going to head towards Saint-Hilaire. However, it's 10 to 12. I've got a feeling places are going to be closed the next couple of hours. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of places close 12 till 2. So I'm just having a nice day, to be honest. Okay, à bientôt. Bon, la pleuvoie, il arrête. Quel c'est bon. I am in Mortainaise, which actually looks quite pretty. I've driven through accidentally a few nice places that I've never heard of before, so obviously all fact-finding missions are about finding facts. It is about 12:05. So if I find any Immobiliere in Mortain, they're going to be closed for lunch. 12 till 2 is quite strict in France. Don't operate any heavy machinery. I think everything stops for lunch, which is good. What a way to be, eh? So I think I'm going to have a bite to eat and then press on. It's just coming to rain again. Still lunchtime. I did find an agent in Mortain, but it's closed. But I thought as I was in the vicinity, I'd pop in, just visit the property that I visited 13 months ago. See how it's coming on, and there's new English people in there, and they've got an English builder. So I grabbed his telephone number. It's a nice little fact to find. Okay, getting out of the rain. Okay, I'm in Saint-Hilaire du Arquet. It has stopped raining. I've just filled up the car, and unleaded was 169.9 a litre, which is a little bit dearer than the UK actually, but it's rural. I don't know. I think that was about the average sort of price. I was maybe 161, not 169. I'm not sure. Anyway, if I did pay a little over the odds for petrol, I made a bit of a saving because I picked up a bottle of Merlot for my hosts, €2.45. Pushing the boat out, I got 2 bottles Cabernet Sauvignon for myself, €3.26 a bottle. Who wouldn't want to move to France? Okay, Morton Bocage, Immobiliere, did not speak a word of English. But then, for that interaction, neither did I. Anyway, I've registered with them. They've given me a couple of details of properties. Busy in Mortain. Okay, on to the next one. Bonjour, mes enfants. Day 2. Day 3. And I am at the first of the 4 properties I'm going to view. I'm here waiting for the agent. I think I'm a bit early, but deliberately so. Let's give you a look. Three bed, partially renovated. I'll just ask the agent if I can take some pictures inside. We're at the back of the house, which is the front of the house. It's got a kind of attached barn. Let's take you around the front, which is the back. So you can see, very rural. Having said that, there is a neighbour opposite. And this is the front stroke the back of the house. So we're in a part of the world called Vire, G-E-R. This property has about 6,000 square meters, which I think is a little less than what I ask for. Seems to go down that tree line to the left, and then I don't know if you can see down there at the bottom. I think that's it. The agent said there's an attached plot of land that the previous owner used. Nobody complained. Detached, 3 bed. I think they're asking €118,000, which is about £100,000. I think I might go for a stroll around the field while I wait for the agent. We are just at the edge of what I think is called the Mortainaise forest, and it is mile after mile of trees. It's quiet, it's rural here, just on the road, very little traffic, the occasional tractor hiding round a bend, but isolated, you know, and I think a lot of work to do still. We'll wait a while and we'll take a look inside. Okay, I think this is the boundary of the land. You can see with the house and the barn back up there. And I think the other side of that rudimentary fence, that's the parcel the agent referred to that the previous owners used also. Okay, so the agent is here with the key and we're going inside. We'll take a look around. You come in, there's a little reception space. Everything seems to be pretty much plasterboarded. Room there for a little downstairs toilet. You can see this on the advert online, the notes from the French tradesman. And what I will do, I'll put a description, I'll link the description in the comments. So you come into a kitchen space, second fix almost completed, some cupboards. Man, what would that be for the cooker?
Yes.
Yeah. Cupboard space, room for, I don't know, maybe fridge. So the agent was telling me that this property was owned by English, who unfortunately had a family medical emergency at home. It looks like they've not quite up and left it, but you can tell that work's just sort of been terminated on it. Big old storage there. That's the neighbour over the road. Okay, that's actually quite a nice room. Nice beams. Room for a wood burner. There's no heating in this house, is there?
Electric upstairs?
Oh yeah, upstairs is more advanced, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Yeah. So coming back into that kitchen, and I think it's kind of weird. It stairs down to go up. So the boiler's there, fuse box on the wall. So I assume this would be like a utility room.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a tiny basement. You have to crawl into
Ah,
it.
okay. I think I saw a picture.
Yes, and it's actually under the entire house. It's really a crawl space.
Right. Yeah.
That high.
Manon, do you know how old is this?
Not exactly. We
No.
barely really know.
Okay. And they put steel in there. Let's go up the stairs. It's new roof, new windows. And as you'll see, upstairs is more advanced. So they finished the main bathroom. Okay, so a nice bathroom, another fuse box. There's loft access there. And I assume has a big loft?
I don't think it's very high. I've never been, but I think I can open it because it's quite high already. So I don't think there would be much.
Yeah. No, don't worry. But you know, it's a good size loft there. Oh, you've got the hook there.
Yes, I can.
Right, the agent's kindly opened the loft. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's not enormous, is it?
No, but then it has the access there. through to the other side.
Oh, okay, it goes back quite a way.
Yes.
It's not particularly tall, is it?
Well, you couldn't really stand.
No. But, you know, useful storage space.
Absolutely, yeah. Not this one.
Right, and then there's this kind of hall landing, which the agents provided a video, and I think the suggestion is you could sort of make this a study. Nice modern radiators, some character from some exposed woodwork. And you got not a bad sized room. Getting a view to the front. I think this is a second bedroom with a nice view out the back. Again, a bit of character. Skirting board still needs to be done. Floors. Okay. And then I think that's the main bedroom.
The ensuite.
With ensuite, yeah. That's it, it's the ensuite that needed finishing. So yeah, connection there for a sink, I suppose. Toilets in there. View to the rear, not overlooked obviously. Okay, first viewing complete. I've said to the agent, you know when a property is right when you walk in. That's not a property for me, but invaluable. Another contact made. Very personable, helpful agent. So that was Suzanne in France, with an office in Surdeval. So yeah, perhaps I'll put a link to their website in the description for this also. Right, that's the only property I have to view today. I'm going off to explore Barenton, which is nearby, before I have to make my way to find somewhere for dinner and my accommodation this evening. And then big day tomorrow. Thank you. Bonjour, 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 bonjour. To day 4 in northern France. Funnily enough, I'm in a place where I came to view a property pretty much this time last year. Didn't like it. Glad I didn't buy it. But I'm off to see something that I'm hoping will prove to be of great interest. But I think what I'm going to do is actually split the video. So I'm going to end it here. This will be a part 1. Part 2 will be out in a couple of days with 3 properties. So I'll update you in the next video. Bonne journée.